Yeah.
Not yet.
Nah, yeah. Nah, that won't get flagged. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode number 17 of the O.S.I podcast.
17?
Yeah, check. You guys absolutely loved the last episode. Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
I love our fans.
You guys are the best fans.
You guys are the worst fans. Because you didn't even share it. You didn't hit the share.
You chocolate
You didn't hit the
Williamson's
like button,
baby.
share button.
Nah, you guys are great. The people
they're
who listen are great.
Now, the people who don't are
Well,
idiots.
screw those
Yeah,
idiots.
screw those people. Those stupid idiots. But yeah, we got a decisive victory last week on the PS2 draft with coming in with one vote. Shout out to, I believe his name's SK Plays MC.
Well,
You voted
yeah,
for
shout
me.
out to you for listening, but also wrong. But it is what it
But
is.
also shout out for the win. That shout out.
No,
for-
I got calls and texts over the week,
Mm.
and they were like, "You definitely
Popping them
won."
up on screen if they exist. Nothing exists. Damn it. Shit.
Oh, suddenly, just texts start popping up. Oh my
Oh, he's
god!
getting them. Live podcast
Live.
stream. When are we going to do a live stream podcast stream?
It's called Extra Life. Have you signed up yet?
Nada. I actually think that I want to do Movember this year too.
You can start from scratch.
No. I can't grow fast enough to start from scratch.
Then that's not really Movember.
Don't
You're kind of
gatekeep
spitting. You're
Movember.
kind of spitting in the face of prostate cancer. But also, that's what I'm gonna do probably as well.
I thought it was mental health.
No, I'm pretty sure it's to raise. I thought it was to raise money for prostate cancer.
I'm pretty sure that we're both wrong and it's actually for breast cancer.
I'm pretty sure that it's just saving money.
I think it's actually just a month of budgeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's you raise money for people who can't grow mustaches to help
'cause
them
there's-
to make fake mustaches so that they can wear them.
But that's okay.
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 Well,
Either way, wherever the money goes, I'm gonna actually just donate. I'm gonna do it with my buddy Kieran. Shout out to Kieran. And we were wondering.
I feel like
if
you should
wanted to do it
figure
with
out
us.
where it goes before you start donating.
No, it's fine to go wherever.
Where are you going to donate?
What am I gonna donate?
Yeah.
Toys.
Toys.
Yeah, it's a toy drive. I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, it's a mustache drive.
But
Like
you
the
keep
little
mustache.
the little glasses with the mustache.
But you keep the mustache.
Just punch the microphone.
But you keep the mustache. So how am I gonna donate it?
You donate fake mustaches. It's for the kids.
Oh, for the kids
Yeah.
with cancer.
Dude. Are you serious right now?
Do they have it?
Extra Life?
No, man. We're talking about Movember this entire time.
Could you imagine?
Well,
Extra Life.
What is
yeah.
Extra Life?
It's
Like, where does it go? I mean, like, what's the
kids with cancer, I'm pretty sure. It's definitely for kids.
Oh yeah, they get an extra life through money. Well, that is what it's called. That
Jesus.
it's not insensitive. The literal company is named that. It's named Extra Life.
You just said extra. I can't believe you just said that.
I can't believe you just said that. Like the word that.
I said, why would you ask me that?
I said I'm not gonna do it too. You already made the joke.
Thank you. I
So
appreciate
bit my
you.
tongue. I really wanted to.
I
wanted to because it's fun to say that,
Uh-huh.
but I bit my tongue because I know everybody in the comments is going to be like, dude, he just made that
I'd be
joke
like,
at this
literally,
timestamp.
he just said
He
it.
just
Yeah.
made the joke. And everybody's going to comment
At
that.
this timestamp, you made the joke, but he made that joke already at this timestamp just 1 second before.
It's the same.
Dang it. Let me
it's the
click on it.
same timestamp.
Oh, shit.
It's the
Yeah.
same timestamp because there's not even a second in
it's too
between. So the Modern Warfare 2 campaign has kicked off, and we've spoken a bit about it. And
Yeah, but we didn't. We spoke about it off mic.
no, that's what I
dumbass.
mean. And
Yeah, we spoke a little bit about it already.
we spoke a little bit about it a few weeks ago when it didn't came out yet. And mid.
Yeah, it's kind of mid, but it's
it
not
is what it
bad.
is.
Here's the thing: it's better than Overwatch 2.
Facts. Here's the thing: is if multiplayer had dropped at the same time,
Here's the thing:
would
it's
have
better
quit
than
a while ago.
better than the Black Ops 3 campaign. That
Never played
campaign was. It literally made me never want to play video games ever again.
I never saw it.
Well, consider yourself lucky. The whole time, I was like, when is it over? Please just let it be over. That actually, I think, is the only campaign that I haven't beaten on veteran.
That's when you stop playing the game and you actually play a different thing.
Yeah, but I wanted the trophy for beating it.
But did you platinum?
No.
So what's the point?
Every trophy is valuable.
Isn't. What about
all trophies are welcomed on my account.
What a bronze about? Huh?
Spit it out already.
I did. That was all I had to say.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Shit, man.
But yeah, I'm playing the campaign on veteran. Ethan's playing it on the easiest difficulty because he's a puss in boots.
Well, I'm in it for the story. I'm in it for
Did you catch on the fact that Philip Graves is voiced by the same guy who voices Rafe?
Graves is.
He's the shadow ops white boy.
Oh, the Texas guy, the guy who's like in the air,
the AC-130 guy.
Yeah,
I'm almost certain he is. I didn't look it up, but I'm just so good.
Oh, so he isn't easily.
I'm just so good at picking up on voice actors.
But that guy has like his southern accent, and Rafe doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
you're playing a different.
You're playing a different campaign than I am. Easily, you played a different campaign than everybody else.
He maybe has a slight southern accent, but it's definitely Rafe. Just wait till later on.
And you know that it took me a while to figure out what accent Soap had, but it's a Scottish.
Yeah,
it's a Scottish. And then
you didn't know that from like the other Modern Warfare.
Does he have it in the other ones?
Yes.
It's been way too long.
Well, not in the first one. Not in the first one because you play as Soap and he doesn't speak in the first one, and then in the second one, you play as Roach.
I probably just thought it was British.
You're dumb.
I couldn't, for the longest time, I couldn't tell because he never had like a long sentence of words. So I was,
well, I think what it was
until finally it was like when him, Alejandro, Ghost, and Graves are there, right? But like, oh, that's
like right before you infiltrate that.
Yeah, that's the mission that I'm on. So I haven't
Did you
started
beat
that one.
You haven't started that one yet?
No, I haven't started
it. Damn. I was going to say there's one part in that
Why, is
mission.
it good?
No, it's not a moment of gameplay, but there's a line that made me go, ah.
All right, don't say it. Don't say it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you'll get it, but maybe you will.
Is it like a reference to something?
It's a callback to the OG Modern Warfare. Not 2019, but like the OG.
Maybe I'll get it. I think I played...
You have to read the subtitles because it's said in Spanish, so you have to read the subtitles.
I think I played all of them except for... I think I played all of them.
I think... I could be remembering incorrectly, but I think in the first Modern Warfare where you play as Soap...
Yeah. What are you pointing at?
He has a British accent, and then Modern Warfare 2 comes out, and he's got the heaviest Scottish accent. It's like, all right.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't play those games recent enough.
You didn't play the COD. You didn't play the COD campaign?
No,
not You didn't
yet.
play Modern Warfare 2 Remastered?
I did, but that was so long ago.
It was like 2 years
ago.
ago.
And I wasn't paying attention. Not 2 years ago.
Jackass.
Probably like 2.5.
Maybe 3, yeah.
Yeah, 2, maybe 3. Probably 2, though.
But, yeah, I'm playing on a veteran. It's really hard. Guys.
I'm playing unrecruited, and it's really hard.
Yeah. Ethan's telling me that he's having a similar experience to me.
You die in 2 bullets regardless. And so
I don't think if recruit is that hard, then I'm probably not going to go for the platinum. But 0% of players have it because they're Spec Ops trophies, and that's not out yet. So,
no shit. There's definitely multiplayer trophies too.
No, there isn't. Modern Warfare 29. No,
who are you talking to?
There isn't. But later, man.
Yeah, I thought because I didn't care. I thought maybe that guy was or someone over there that did. It's recording.
Please take it. Is it recording?
Please take it.
Start over. Please say it isn't.
Please start over. Please start the podcast over.
But yeah, I got the game for free.
Same.
Blessed.
Same.
Best Buy still hasn't got me my PlayStation gift cards yet. Ordered them over a week ago.
Never will.
Over a week ago.
Simply never will.
Best Buy.
That's how it is.
What the hell?
To the employees that are watching from Best Buy on their lunch break.
To Mr. and Mrs. Best Buy.
To Mr. John Best Buy.
What the hell?
That's probably one of my favorite jokes is like when you're referring to someone who like made something. Mm-hmm. It's the person who made it is always Mr. John and then just the
Mr. John.
Mr. John Best Buy. That's probably my favorite joke. Like who invented couches? Probably Mr. John Couches. His last name's plural.
John Couches. Dude, that's sick.
Just Mr. Don. No, I fucked it up. Mr. Don Couch.
Mr. Don Couch?
Yeah, Mr. John Couch.
Don Couch?
Yeah. It's actually a really good name for a villain.
When this podcast comes out, 3 days after.
Monday.
3 days after that.
Okay.
It'll be my birthday.
Next Friday.
No, Thursday, dumbass.
No, this is coming out next Friday.
Oh my god.
No.
Then by the time this comes out, it's going to be my birthday.
Your birthday's over the weekend? It's coming out on Monday.
No. It's coming out next week.
What is your birthday or the podcast? My birthday's coming out next week.
My birthday's coming out next week, guys.
Dude, I saw a TikTok that
What are you getting me?
ruined my day. Oh, simply head. Heard it here first, folks.
What about this TikTok you've seen?
It was on regards to Black Adam.
Mm-hmm. Not
Bad.
good.
Bad.
What? Spoiler?
No.
Just didn't like it?
No, like the review.
Not
the
good?
guy didn't like it. Like, not really at all.
But has he touched grass?
Yes.
That's his problem.
Yeah,
That's
that
what it
is
is
his
for people
problem.
who
Is he
don't
has
touch
touched grass. You got to, if you want to enjoy things nowadays, you can't be someone who touches grass.
No. If you've touched grass, you're doomed.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You're
There's
just,
no going
You're
back.
not going to enjoy games. You're not going to enjoy TV. You're not going to enjoy movies. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
I unfortunately have already
Well, you might
touched
enjoy
grass.
them, but you're not going to be, in terms of video games, you might enjoy them, but you're not going to be good at them.
So
if
you won't
if you
enjoy
touch
them.
grass. I guess that.
Hard to enjoy Fortnite when you're getting 90s cranked up your ass every other day.
No, I quite like that.
Every other day cycle in the game, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure we were
Yeah.
on the
Guys-
same page, as it were.
Guys, God of War Ragnarok.
Is out
Is
by
out
the time
now.
this podcast releases.
I'm so excited, man. Just give it to me already. I don't
Dude,
want to wait.
And speaking of bad games,
And also, it's only going to be like 80 gigs.
that's so many.
It is, but it's honestly, it's under 100.
Dude, I saw why the Modern Warfare is so heavy in gigabytes. At least the 2019 one is. I'm sure Modern
this
Warfare
one's-
2 is going to be the same way.
Yeah, I guess. Although I've downloaded multiplayer pack, I've downloaded all the packs,
Oh, really?
all the content packs, and it was only like 56 gigs.
Oh.
But I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know if
But
it's
there's
going.
no content in those packs.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It might be 56 gigs, but then there's gonna be a day one or a day one multiplayer patch that is 80 gigs.
Yeah. Well, it's because on the maps, if you get into free cam, I don't know how people
They're
do
just
it, but they do it.
massive.
They're just like
Why would they do that?
they're just like never ending.
Why would they do that?
And so like there was this one map in Modern Warfare 2 where it was the map, and then when you zoom out, all around for miles is like city skyscrapers.
Why would you do such a thing?
You don't need that. Simply nobody can even see it.
No, that seems kind of silly.
And it's just silly.
It's for the immersion.
You don't. It could be blank around, and you wouldn't
But it
even
isn't,
know.
so you know that it isn't, so you're fully immersed. You're like, I am immersed.
But you would never know because you have to zoom all the way out.
But as soon as you zoom
Now
out,
the game's dead.
as soon as you zoom out and there's just immersion, gone.
Don't zoom out then.
But you have.
I haven't.
You watched something.
I watched a TikTok that did it.
But imagine if that
the
TikTok
other day.
zoomed out, then you're like, oh, this is just a video game
Yeah.
instead of real life.
Yeah, fuck. You're right. You're right. Now, you are right. That is the thing, is that you are right.
Thank you.
And Gotham Knights is, for the 8th time, talking about it on this podcast.
Have you been talking into the top of your mic?
No, I've been talking through the side so that when I it ideally doesn't go right into the mic.
You just did it like 3 times.
Well, that's not a
A
necessary.
4th time.
No, but that is because it's still picking up sound, dumbass. But
A 5th.
fuck. I need to stop doing it.
You need to stop saying words with P's and B's.
Yeah, so it's bad.
Gotham Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought it.
Oh,
Digital deluxe edition so I can get all the skins.
good man.
And immediately didn't refund it because it was actually really good.
You know what I was thinking? This kind of goes off of the conversation.
Oh, wait, actually, sorry. Because I know you're going to change the subject.
Serious right now?
And
It is not. Was not going to change the subject, but go on.
I wanted to speak before you. is that I noticed, and it's really stupid that they put no effort into telling you this, because it would have made me a little bit less angry at the game. And I already told you this, but was that it's actually in a different universe. It's not a sequel to Arkham Knight. It's not a sequel to the Arkham series. And that's what pissed me off, because remember I was getting mad about Jason Todd.
You were getting very angry.
I was getting very upset. But it's a completely different... Batman just happens to also be dead in this one.
Rip.
So, and that's not
a spoiler.
Was
kind of an ass.
That's not a spoiler, because, well, first off, no one's going to play it. Second off, it happens right at the beginning. Third off, you've been knowing that in all the trailers and stuff.
If you bought this game...
And if you bought the game, unsubscribe and don't watch another podcast.
If you bought the game, yikes. I mean, yikes. Sorry, if you pre-ordered it, rip. If you bought it after the fact...
If you pre-ordered it, you're an A1 bozo.
Well, if you pre-ordered it, you're kind of a bozo, but also you didn't know how bad it was going to be when you pre-ordered it.
Dude.
Potentially. But the game came out. If the game came out and then you bought it, you're a dumbass.
I've been knowing since they dropped the very first Alpha 1 build that this was going to be a terrible game, because there were RPG
but the concept,
elements.
Well, when the game first was announced, I feel like most people were pretty excited. When the game first was
announced, I was like, great, let's play as the sidekicks.
Yeah, but it was... And also, the concept is really cool, where you can like explore Gotham cooperatively. It is. And what the only positive that I will say that this game has in terms of the co-op is that you can be on opposite ends of the map doing
split screen
missions. Yeah, split screen. It's like Lego where you just drag each other.
Why fucking play multiplayer at that point?
But right, exactly. But you can still experience. You can play some missions together. You can like be like, all right, you go do that mission. I'm gonna go do this mission. So the cooperative nature in the game seems like pretty well thought out. But everything else, bad.
Wow, congratulations! You figured out multiplayer.
It's like they de-emphasized combat in a combat-emphasized game.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is that like it's the same with those Assassin's Creed games, is that when you take a combat system that is so focused on like agility in your character and just like your character being an agile person, that leads to some really cool combat, because the counters, the like takedowns, all that stuff is great.
I made a joke to a group of friends that this is Assassin's Creed Gotham.
Yeah.
Because they did the exact same thing. They took out Assassin's Creed, took out all of the countering and combat mechanics that people liked, and put bullshit about just like dodge timing and rolling.
Well, yeah,
and Gotham Knights took out the very beloved counter system, which like was the cornerstone for the combat in the Arkham games. They just took that out, and they're like, you have to Elden Ring dive this shit.
Maybe Rocksteady had a part and played a part in them not being able to use that system. Maybe they like.
But every game, I mean, not every game, but a ton of games have used that. It's not like they copywrote that combat system. Mad Max,
there's a workaround, right?
The Mad Max game. I don't know if you ever played it. I played it.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Yep. Dumbass. Exact same combat system basically as Arkham series.
And no, but they also got a cease and desist from me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
What's it called?
Gotham Knights.
Yeah, so when you take out that counter, it takes away all aesthetically pleasing combat moves when all you do is a dodge. There's no there's no like cool counters. There's no cool like counters, and there's no fluidity to the combat system. And Assassin's Creed was the same way.
Mm-hmm. As soon as you put health bars above someone's head, you're doomed.
But here's
the thing. God of War is going to do it.
God of War is different because that combat is really cool aesthetically.
Right. God of War earned being able to do that. Like we've said, not every game needs to be an RPG. Stop giving us leveled enemies and health bars. But God of War 2016 did it. But it worked because every other aspect of the game was perfect. Gotham Knights hasn't earned that.
No,
Gotham
but
Knights
also
is a horseshit game that runs at sub 30 FPS on PS5.
First off, that is crazy to me because that is the developers making a conscious decision, being like, just frame cap it. Like, just make it less than 30.
60?
Like, you have to do that. You have to consciously do that.
Yes.
On
you don't
PC, it's not frame capped, but for whatever reason on PS5 it is.
and Series X.
And yeah, but nobody plays on
like-
that console.
Bro, every game on the PS5 better be 60 frames per second. Otherwise,
Well,
I'm
here's
not
the
playing
thing:
it.
is that games on the PS2 were 60 FPS.
As
So,
soon
like-
as you play 60 FPS, you kind of can't go back. Like when I played Witcher 3, I was like, Jesus, Murphy, this game.
Like any game that is 30 FPS has been done on purpose. They have made a conscious decision to say, let's cap this at 30 FPS. Okay.
But
Sure.
it's one thing for a stability, for like if your game cannot run stably at 60 frames and you're like, okay, we have to cap it at 30, otherwise it's just gonna like dip and bug and all that jazz. Whatever. But Gotham Knights capped themselves at 30 and it still dips and bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
Not
It's
poorly
a
optimized.
It's a oh my god.
Also-
next gen.
Also, regardless, if you're not able to run it at 60, your game's not optimized properly. And that's also your fault.
And also your game should have come out 8 years ago.
No, man. PS2, there were 60 FPS games
Like
on
I
the
saw
PS2.
side by side of Arkham Knight and Gotham Knights. Oh my god. What year did Arkham Knight come out in? 2015? That game is gorge.
No.
What year did it come out? 2017?
2007.
2007?
Yeah.
Even better.
I think maybe 2017.
That game is beautiful.
Maybe 2015.
Gotham Knights looks dumb.
Yep. And that's why nobody likes it.
IGN.
And I've been playing Assassin's Creed Origins, and I will have to say that that is probably the best of those three.
Really? Origins?
Yes.
Egypt?
Yes.
Interesting. I probably would have put Origins as last.
What?
Yeah.
Valhalla was lame, bro.
Valhalla was, yeah.
Valhalla was lame.
Valhalla
as
was
fuck.
definitely lame.
You're
Okay,
at least playing as an assassin in this one.
I liked
There's
Odyssey
at least
more
an
than
element
Origins.
of parkour. Parkour's not bad. The stealth isn't bad. The environment is dope.
There's more there's more customization in Odyssey, which I think played into me liking that game more, and also the environments in Odyssey I liked more.
Right.
The ancient Egypt is cool. Valhalla was you're just in England.
You're just
so
in
this
a
is
forest.
lame. Like you're just like, oh, that's Stonehenge. That's about the only cool thing in the entire game.
You're just in a.
Oh,
the
and then you go
entire
to
map is just.
you
a
go
forest.
to fucking what's it called?
Asgard.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I went for one mission.
Yeah.
Then I returned and I never figured out how to go back. And then you go, wait, you leave England, and you go to Vinland.
And then
another
you go to
forest.
Norway,
And then
it's
you go
just
to
a snow.
Norway, forest.
Snow.
Then you
but
go.
Snow.
There's another
Ooh.
one. Oh, you go Isle of Skies, forest. It's just a forest. The whole game is just forest.
But the whole Origins is desert, except for Memphis. Shout out.
No, but there's cities.
I mean, Origins is
Better.
all three of these games. All three of those Assassin's Creed games are kind of poo poo.
Origins, I think.
But Odyssey was my favorite.
Origins, I think, is the closest to the old Assassin's Creeds.
I just felt like Odyssey had the most life in terms of the environments, the characters.
I haven't played it yet, so. But from just what I've seen of the gameplay.
Oh, between Origins and Valhalla, now that you've said it, now that I think about it, definitely Origins is better than Valhalla.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
But
Odyssey, there is not one single assassin in it, so not Assassin's Creed easily. Anyways,
Still an okay game though. It's the start of the
moving
Templars.
on.
It's the start of the Templars, so it's still
Okay,
lore.
so
It's
you're-
still lore.
No, they actually came out and said it's not canon. Yeah, so not even sure why they built the game.
Damn it.
But Mirage will be bad.
No, Mirage might be
Mirage
the
will
only
be-
good one in the
No,
last
Mirage will be
decade.
bugged. Mirage will be like the Unity.
Oh, well, Ubisoft is making it, obviously.
Mirage will be like Unity. Great game, except it doesn't work.
I think it works now, probably.
No.
I have thought
You
about...
think they went back and fixed that game?
I
No.
have thought about...
They
when
didn't
I
even fix
played
it when it
Unity,
was alive.
When I played Unity, there were no glitches. I played a glitchless
Personally,
Unity.
personally, I didn't mind Unity actually, but that was only because
I thought Unity was a little slow.
of the stealth.
I thought Unity was a little slow. They also added Syndicate, so you can play that as well if you wanted to.
I've heard that one was also just as bad.
It's basically just Unity
Yeah.
in London. London.
London.
In
London.
London.
In London, Ontario.
In Piccadilly. The fuck was that?
What the fuck was that? Yeah, go check it out.
Was that Piccadilly?
Go check it out. Can you? I'm scared.
Guys.
Guys.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast, guys. All right, well.
What I was going to say was this generation of video games, because we've done the past couple weeks, we've looked back at games of yesteryear. And
Wait, let me predict what you're going to say. This generation doesn't compare to the way they used to be, and I don't know how kids are going to look back and talk, including the talking part. That's what you're going to say.
All of the games we
Complain
played,
more.
all of the games we played as when we were kids, all of the games we played when we were kids,
Mm-hmm.
most of those games are celebrated for being good games,
Meaning
they were good.
Okay, I think I get it. I think I'm following.
The expectation for games these days is that most of the time they're bad.
Yeah, like I see. Like back in the day,
When a
if
game
something
is actually good, it's like, holy shit, a game that is actually good came out, because 90% of the games that come out are bad. Whereas back then it was like, yo, we're remembering all these good games because there were so many good games. Now it's like,
because if Gotham Knights,
shit, like
if Gotham Knights came out back then, you could be like, that's gonna be such a sick game. I can't wait. Now when a game drops, you're gonna be like, well, that's gonna be shit.
right, Ragnarok.
That's gonna be botched.
Ragnarok is the only game that I've been like confident in being good since the first God of War came out, basically.
Yeah.
That's not true. There are probably a few games that were sprinkled in between there, but like,
Tears of the Kingdom.
yeah, I don't really like Breath of the Wild though.
Yeah, but you're not a fan of Zelda though.
Not the new Zelda.
Fair enough. But for what it is going to be, it's going to be really good.
Maybe.
Like, I'm not going into that game being like, they're probably going to fuck it up.
That's fair.
I'm going into it being like, I'm very excited to be playing this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but most other games, like, people don't get as excited about games anymore because most of the time they don't work.
Like Mirage is a perfect example. You're like, well, only time will tell if that game is shit or not, and there's no way to know. It probably
when
will
Ubisoft, Bethesda, EA,
Blizzard,
whenever any of these companies
Activision.
put games out, you have to be like,
so every game developing company.
you have to be like, all right, when Naughty Dog puts a game out, you're like, that's probably going to bang. When Rockstar puts a game out, you're like, that's probably going to bang.
All right, part number 2, we're going to be doing
The movie soundtrack draft. Yeah.
And we'll get more into that in a bit, but the time is about to run out, so we'll see y'all in a bit.
Yo, what is going on, you guys? We're back at it again. Sorry. I'm just checking Twitter.
Work.
Yeah, I was just doing work.
All right. So
why is my Bluetooth on?
Is it not always just on?
Drains my battery.
Oh, do you subscribe to that idea?
Drains my battery.
Do you subscribe to the idea that
no one is allowed to talk shit about someone else's phone batteries.
No, that when you have Bluetooth on, it's constantly looking for connections 100% of the time, so someone can easily connect to your device and hack it.
But
yes or no, man. Pick one. You're only allowed to pick one.
I was saying it because it drains the battery faster by having it on, because people are able to hack into your phone from it
and take your battery,
take
put
my
it
battery
into theirs remotely.
Yeah.
No, I get it. Makes sense. Checks out. So part number 2, everybody, welcome back. We're gonna be doing another draft because you guys loved the last one so much. I don't know if we got the amount of views so quickly as we did because of the draft or because of the Amaranth drama.
Let's quickly mention Amaranth. She
Amaranth
did a stream.
Immediately back to streaming like nothing happened.
Yeah, I think she's chilling again, but I don't know the full details, so I'm not going to comment on it.
Neither do I.
But now that we mentioned it, you can put it in the title.
Now be
Amaranth update.
Amaranth back to streaming.
She's back?
And it's just a picture of her.
This is the thumbnail.
With like You know what I mean? She's making some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if we started a OF account?
Oh, not one person would buy it easily. I might buy it.
I would. Okay, so there's 2.
Okay, so why don't we just keep our money because it's going back to us?
But only half of it's going back to us because
because
the platform takes...
No, they take none. Creators get 100%. Oh! So today we're going to be doing movie/TV.
No.
Movie? Okay, I didn't include any TV
If there
shows.
was TV, it would have been too messy.
Right. Okay, movie scores. So not movie soundtracks. We're not including musicals. Personally, I included original soundtracks. So, like, if a movie's soundtrack was just a bunch of different
Like Guardians
songs,
of the Galaxy?
Yeah, like, I don't know their soundtrack, but I think it's just
It's just a compilation of songs.
Yeah, I didn't include something like that. Did you?
Nope.
Okay. So, we're gonna jump into it?
yes. No, but this was made for this movie.
It's fine if you did.
No. It was made for the movie.
I'm just saying personally I didn't because I'm better.
Okay.
Yep.
And also, you can take a soundtrack from one movie in a series of movies, and you can't take a second. So if you take...
Potentially. There is one exception that I want to talk to you about, but it's not the whole series. And we'll get into it later.
We'll say it.
No.
Okay.
We'll get into it later.
I'm gonna veto it because I know that it's gonna help you if it isn't vetoed. So, no, I'm just kidding.
Like if you really don't agree with what I'm
sure it's
say,
fine.
then it's fine. Like I can still make a pick from that. But yeah, we're gonna do rock paper scissors.
Okay.
This time we're gonna do it right.
Yeah.
No mistakes.
I wasn't the one that made the mistake.
Neither was I.
Okay. It was the viewer.
Yeah, it was the viewer. It was
made
you
the
at
mistake
home.
for watching.
Yeah, for not skipping to when we did the actual rock paper scissors properly. So on shoot, best of 8.
On shoot?
Best of 8.
Oh my god.
No, not on. Wait, shoot or not shoot?
Shoot. If you throw down on shoot, you weren't raised right. I mean, that's just what it is. Like, I'm sorry. If you go rock, paper, scissors, shoot, you might be a school shooter.
Might be a school shoot. All right, so rock, paper,
I
scissors.
just snorted. That's unfortunate.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Is that how we're doing it? All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Let's go! I don't think we're going to have the same number ones.
Okay, that's fine. And if...
because Ethan's going to try and be super based with his takes, but I already know...
No, my first take is so based.
Okay.
What do you mean by based?
I already know what your number one's going to be.
I guarantee you that you do not.
And you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I've seen this movie.
Okay.
Oh, the other thing.
Okay, that's definitely not my number one. I don't know what you're talking about because everything on my list I've seen. So I don't know what movie you're talking about, period.
That's the other rule. We can only add soundtracks that we've seen.
I didn't know that was a rule, but it's fine.
That's what I did.
Okay,
I didn't add in any sound. How the hell am I supposed to hear a soundtrack movie I didn't see? What am I going to listen to it?
I did. I went back to make sure.
I listen to soundtracks all the time. I listen to many of these soundtracks on the daily.
What's your team name?
Oh, my God.
We got to make it fun, man. Come on. It's for the kids.
I'm the Johnny Dubs.
From?
John Williams.
That's not a place, man.
Johnny Dubs.
That's not a place, you dumbass.
Oh.
This couch.
Right here.
Just pick any city.
Yeah,
any
I'm trying
city.
to think.
There's
What
so
city
many.
do I want?
There's so many. Just pick any.
I'm trying to... I don't know where John Williams is from.
Toronto.
Fake fan.
Toronto. Oh my God.
The Tulsa Johnny Dubs.
Okay, that works. My team? Arizona Cardinals.
Shout out
Shouts
Kyler
out
Murray.
Kyler Murray.
Hopkins.
Shout out to Kyler Murray. Shout out to Tyler Murray.
Jeez Louise. All right. There's a lot of good soundtracks out there.
I really hope that you pick my number one.
It's not going to be. But so I had to put John Williams number one. But then I was like, which John Williams soundtrack do I put number one? But this one, I think, might be my favorite soundtrack ever. Soundtracked.
I'm really pick it.
which is why I put it number 1. Jurassic Park.
Okay. That's a good one. That is a really good one. Not my number 1. Thank God. I was so nervous you were going to pick my number 1.
It's probably a John Williams one.
It is.
The reason why I didn't go Star Wars number 1 is because Jurassic Park, in my opinion, might be more
It is really good.
iconic than
It
the
is
Star
really good.
Wars. Even though Star Wars as a franchise, I would say is more iconic than Jurassic Park. The Jurassic Park theme song, the main theme, I don't know. I mean, they're both iconic.
And
it's
so-
kind of hard to put them
Okay, so now that
next
you
to
picked
each
your
other.
number 1 and I'm going to pick my number 1, what I was saying the exception to the rule of picking multiple in a series came to Star Wars.
Were you going to say prequels?
Yes.
Blah, blah. Okay. See,
Prequels
I picked one movie.
or original trilogy.
I picked one movie.
And, okay.
I'm
You
not
don't
going to
tell me
say
what it
which
is?
one it is.
So do you only want me to pick one movie then?
I mean,
I can if you want me to.
I would say pick one.
Okay, in that case, I wish I could pick the entire prequel,
This is why I wanted
but
you to pick
instead,
one.
I'm going to pick Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. It's hard because
That was the one.
it was
I put
hard
down.
because
Okay, then you can have the prequels because in that case we took the same one, so you can have
Okay.
the prequels.
okay. So, yes. Obviously, Revenge of the Sith has the best soundtrack of
No,
the
you know what?
prequels.
No, not the prequels. I just changed my mind again. Revenge of the Sith.
Okay, that's
Because
fine.
I like to be. I want to be more specific. with
Because
what we-
I really wanted that Padme theme song, the Across the Stars,
Okay.
but that's an
Why
episode
didn't you
2
take
one.
Attack of the Clones? Yeah.
That's Attack of the Clones. Duel of the Fates,
Duel of the Fates.
really good.
One of the
But-
most underrated pieces of music of all time.
Phantom Menace.
Oh, sorry,
so-
Duel of the Fates. I was thinking Battle of the Heroes.
Battle of the Heroes.
That's in episode 3.
That
Duel of the
song
Fates is episode
technically
1.
Called Anakin versus Obi-Wan. At least that's what it is on Spotify.
There's 2. There's Anakin versus Obi-Wan, which is part of Battle of the Heroes, which also intertwines with the soundtrack that's playing as Emperor Palpatine and Yoda are fighting. And then there is Battle of the Heroes, which is like the main version of that score.
Okay. Regardless, Revenge of the Sith. Because
Revenge of the Sith. See, the Revenge of the Sith soundtrack, I don't think has that Clone March song on there either. But regardless, Revenge of the Sith is probably the soundtrack, the Star Wars soundtrack I listen to the most. But a close second is going to be the one that
Battle
I
of the
pick.
Heroes. Do you know what it would be called?
I think if you go to the Attack of the Clones soundtrack, I would know
It's
what
definitely
it's
in
called.
that one, actually. It's definitely in Attack of the Clones.
It is.
There's no question. But, like, dude, you know the song Anakin's Betrayal?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's one of the best songs to ever exist, probably.
It's classic.
In any movie. And so, yeah.
That's a great
absolutely
one.
great. And this movie is what gave me the idea to make these.
Hmm.
Because I was listening to it, and I was like, I really want to pick that for a
General
draft.
Grievous theme song. Love that.
Yeah, so Revenge of the Sith,
Damn it.
number 1. Great
All right.
pick.
I mean, that's a great
But
one.
Jurassic Park is good.
Shout out to John Williams.
Shut it. Dude, I had the same thought as you. I was like, I can't just do only John
I could make
Williams.
5. Yeah, I could pick 5 John Williams.
Yeah, easily. And I could pick another 5.
John Williams is like the reason why I like music.
Yeah. Yeah, easily.
All right, number 2 for me.
For the Tulsa Johnny Dubs.
For the Tulsa Johnny Dubs. We're going MCU.
Okay, the whole thing.
We're going the
it's
whole MCU.
You can only pick Revenge of the Sith, but you get the entire MCU.
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
This one was pretty easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Avengers Endgame.
I thought about having that on there too. It's not on my list, but that is a really good pick. And it did come to mind, but I was like, realistically, just the theme song is what's really good.
Well, there's the Avengers theme song, which the full Avengers theme song isn't on the Endgame soundtrack. That's on the original
Right.
Avengers soundtrack. Portals.
Mm.
One of the
I think
greatest
that's the
pieces of
video game,
music.
Portal 2.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh,
I meant to
shit.
select the
No,
Portal
I meant to select
soundtrack.
the Portal 2 soundtrack.
It's the song that plays when all the portals are opening.
Yeah, of course. It's the soundtrack that plays when all the portals are closing.
One of the greatest pieces of music
I can't
ever
picture
written.
the song, but I can imagine it being really good. Like, the MCU has really good music. Doesn't surprise me at all.
And then the credits music for Endgame is iconic.
Is that Johnny Depp's too?
No, that's Alan Silvestri.
Sylvester Stallone. Oh,
Sylvester
oh my God,
Stallone.
he's really good.
Wrote this music.
That's pretty sick.
So Avengers Endgame is my number 2 pick.
That's a really good pick.
Thanks,
That's
man.
a really good pick. And
I thought okay. I'll wait till your 5 are done, and then I'm gonna say what I thought your first pick was gonna be.
okay, and now this pick coming up, you're gonna be upset at.
Okay.
You're gonna roll your eyes,
Then this might be what I thought.
and I don't
want
want to hear it. No, because I've seen this movie.
I know. The movie that I'm thinking of is one that you've seen, that I know you've seen. So go ahead and say your number 2.
Okay, it's probably not what you're thinking of. But regardless, you're gonna roll your eyes. But I'm telling you, if you actually listen to the soundtrack, and anybody at home who's gonna argue, whatever, if you actually listen to the soundtrack, you will understand why I put this at number 2.
Okay.
It is a phenomenal score, I guess, soundtrack, whatever you want to call it, and that is the 2021 Batman. And I knew you were gonna roll
That's
your
not
eyes.
what I thought your number 1 was gonna be.
I knew that. I know that. Honestly, it's a great. It is a great.
Minus Smashing
soundtrack.
Pumpkins
You
or
mean
Nirvana? Shit.
Yes, minus Nirvana. That's not in. Like
Edit that out. Edit that out. Edit out that I said Smashing Pumpkins.
You didn't.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, like the general original score by Michael Giacchino.
Giacchino, get it right. He
Giacchino.
wrote the music for Lost.
So you even. Oh, okay. That's
Shout out.
so. So you agree? He makes good music, dumbass.
Michael Giacchino's iconic.
Okay, so you admit that it's a good pick. Then.
Oh yeah, actually the main theme for the Batman is pretty good.
The main theme
Even though
is
it's
good.
the same 2 notes for
The main
2
theme
minutes.
is really good, but also the rest of the score too. Trust me, I didn't know. I assumed
Edgelord over here.
because the movie had that main theme. I was like, it's got to be pretty good. And then I actually listened to the rest of the soundtrack. I was like, all right, this is really good.
Michael Giacchino wrote the music for Lost. Also wrote the music for all
Batman.
the MCU Spider-Man movies.
So he's great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so don't talk shit.
He's fantastic. No,
So
I'm
don't
not
talk
talking shit. I only roll my eyes because it's the Batman.
I know, and I knew you would. For some reason, you don't like that movie, but anyways, we read along.
It's boring. Boring.
So
movie.
yeah, that's my number 2 pick. That's what the Arizona Cardinals pick up for round 2.
So it's interesting now that you picked Star Wars high. You used your one Star Wars pick high. So now I'm trying to think, like, do I put my Star Wars pick at number 3, or do I save that for last because you can't pick another Star Wars one? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. Doesn't matter to me. I still have only bangers. Doesn't matter where you pick it, you still lose.
Okay, so my number 3 by Howard Shore. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
No! Damn it. That was on my list. And it's really good. And I had a feeling that was the only one, aside from Star Wars, that I thought maybe Patrick will also pick this one.
Fellowship of the Ring, Lord of the Rings. What a soundtrack.
Great.
Holy
soundtrack.
moly.
Yeah, no, it's great. It is great. It's what is that song that's like the most iconic one from that score?
The one from the Shire. Like the dee 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 dee
Yeah, that one.
dee dee. That's the one that's like the Hobbit theme song, the Shire theme song.
Is that what it's called? That's in that sound. That's in that
I
soundtrack.
can't remember what it's
right?
called.
It's definitely in that soundtrack. I remember.
100%.
Yeah, no, it might be. Probably is.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
They removed it.
I don't think it is.
They edited it out. Edited it out.
No, really good pick.
Thanks,
really good
man.
pick. I'm surprised you didn't pick 3 Kings or 2 Kings.
Three Kings, like James DeAngelis'
What is the
short
third
film.
movie called?
Return of the King.
Fuck, that's close enough. It's the third movie, and it was something King.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's
Close
fair.
enough.
You're
I know
dumb,
that
but it's fair.
I know the second one is called the Twin Towers.
Jesus
Or
Christ.
the two,
The two
Twin
towers. Not the Twin Towers.
I'm kidding. It's obviously the 2 buildings.
Never forget Lord of
Lord
the
of the
Rings
Rings
2.
2. The 2 buildings.
The Twin
The
Towers.
2 buildings.
Lord of the Wings 2.
Lord of the Wings 2.
The
2
World
buildings.
Trade Center.
The World Transcender.
Jeez Louise, bro. I
Did
still
you know
gotta
that
finish Rings of
Sauron's
Power.
the eye?
Yes.
Everybody knows
God.
that.
Everyone knows that. Did you know that Gandalf was the guy with the wand?
He said, "You cannot pass."
Did you know Count Dooku's in that movie?
What, Dooku?
Lollipops.
Did I know what Dooku's in that?
Count. Jeez, Louise.
Jeez, man. Lollipop. Did you know Bubby Bun Bobby's in that podcast?
No, he's actually not. Well, he's in the podcast about.
Yeah, he's in the podcast that they do in that movie. All right, so that's a steal, but it wasn't my next round, but it was on my list. So congrats to that for sure. Great pick. Number 3 round pick for the Arizona Cardinals. We pick up How to Train Your Dragon.
Wow,
dude,
interesting.
I knew it is.
I'm not gonna bash it because I can't think of like any of the songs.
Like oh my god, so good. Like
I almost started singing a song from Moana, like a dumbass. I was like song from How to Train Your Dragon.
Like afterwards, I bet there's a TikTok song that
I know. I was trying to remember what.
I don't know
how it goes.
It sounds like probably you. I mean, I can pull it up, but that TikTok sound.
It goes How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, he goes How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah. And then so that's kind of a banger. No, but that one's like the TikTok one is a mashup between the Hunchback of Notre Dame song and the How to Train Your Dragon song. And I could pull it up not right now.
Don't do it.
But I'll show you afterwards because
I don't want to hear
the
it.
main theme song is really good, and that other song I think it's called like Flight something, Take Flight or something like that. And
Flight.
I think it's
like
called
the movie?
Flight Deck. I think
With
it's
Tom
called
Hanks?
I think it's called Top Gun.
Is Tom Hanks in Flight? Or is
Oh.
that Denzel?
No, that's Denzel. You're thinking of Sully.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Sully.
Yeah. Flight Deck is what you're thinking of, and that's a roller coaster.
ride
So
at
neither of them are
Canada's
in that.
Wonderland.
Yeah.
Denzel's not on Flight Deck?
He was running it for
I'm
a
thinking
bit.
of Flight 29 Down,
Oh, you're thinking of
which
Black
is
Hawk
the-
Down?
which is the family parody of Lost with Corbin Blue.
Oh, you're thinking of the porn parody of Lost? Flight 29 Up.
Flight 29 Boner. Flight 29 boners in your face.
All right. So, yeah, number 3 pick, How to Train Your Dragon. Now, for my next pick.
Whoa!
Honestly, I'm having a really tough time choosing what I want to put on my next. Not because they're bad, but because they're all good.
Now, I know what I'm going to put here at my 4th pick. Now, keep in mind, we know what my 5th pick is going to be. We know what series my 5th pick is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But for my 4th pick...
Well, I mean, if you don't pick... Anyways, I'm not going to spoil it. I know what your Star Wars movie is going to be if it's not Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Anyways, yeah.
Well, actually, maybe not. You might be thinking incorrectly. But
You might be thinking incorrectly. Okay. Don't look at me like that.
Okay.
Pick your 4th, man.
So for my 4th pick, it's from another series.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to pick between the second or the third movie.
Oh, I already picked your thing of Star Wars, and I already picked the 3rd.
Shit. I'm going to go with...
Wait, let me try to guess. God of War.
For my 4th pick, the Tulsa Johnny Dubs select Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest.
Ooh. Interesting that you didn't go with the first one.
Dead Man's Chest has the Davy Jones theme song, which I think is a killer track.
Okay. I don't know it off the top of my head.
The one
I
that he
only know
plays on the
organ. That's the only Pirates song that I know.
I assume that
Caribbean.
song is on the Dead Man's Chest soundtrack. If it isn't, I feel like a bozo.
Would
but,
it not be on Black Man's Pearl?
Well, it definitely also is on that. So if it's only on that, then I feel like I just made a mistake going with the second movie. But Dead Man's Chest is great. It's a great movie. So I'm going with Dead Man's Chest.
You know what? Fuck that. I want Dead Man's Chest.
Prize.
I think that if the song, regardless of if it's on the official soundtrack, I think if the song is in the movie, it's on the soundtrack.
Fair. Okay.
So we can go with that. Assuming that the Pirates theme is in the movie,
again,
then it's on the soundtrack. 100%.
I'm going Dead Man's Chest.
Great pick.
Dead Mandem's Chestos.
Yeah, no, Pirates of the Caribbean is a great pick. And not much else to say about that. Now, for my 4th pick, it's going to be a hard one. I'm going to be hard when I'm doing it.
You're going to be hard when making this pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so get ready for that, everybody at home.
I'm ready.
And I have 5
Are
picks.
you ready?
I have 5 choices.
I have 5 picks left.
I have 5 picks left. And I'm having a really tough time.
It's from a series of 5, or you have 5 on your
I
list?
have 5 lists.
Oh my
I have
God.
5 different lists that I'm choosing from. I have 5.
It's that time of the week when I
left
go,
on my
oh my God.
I have 5 left on my list.
Uh-huh.
And I'm having a hard time picking them. But, okay. So I know my number 5 is. My number 4. I'm having a really, really hard time between these two.
You just go with your gut. Wait,
And
so how would...
I think
if you're having a really hard time between these two, how do you already know your 5th? Wouldn't your 5th just be the opposite of which one you don't take here?
No, because that's a good point. But I think my 5th pick is better, but I'm going to pick one of these two now anyways.
Okay.
So for my 4th pick, I made my choice.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you steal my 5th one. But I'd be kind of surprised if you did.
Unless I do a major curveball and don't go with what I
Star
already
Wars.
want. Or is it?
Better be.
Or will I steal whatever yours
So
is?
in that case, my number 4 pick is going to be the soundtrack
For Rise of the
for
Planet of
Rise
the Apes.
Planet of the Apes in my ass.
I think Michael Giacchino did that soundtrack as well. I could be wrong. Fact check that. Look it up.
No, thank you. It's going to be Dune, dude.
Jesus.
Great soundtrack. Yeah, nothing really to say about that. Great soundtrack, boring movie, but great soundtrack. Great audio, great visuals.
I looked up Rise of Gru was the first answer.
That's not a movie that's come out yet. Oh my God, we're already 52 minutes in. All right,
We're almost
okay. Dune is my number 4 pick. Dune, repeat. Dune. Why do I say it like that?
Sorry, I'm looking up who did the
Nobody gives a flying fucking shit,
soundtrack
man.
for the Planet of the Apes movies.
The original? There was no music
What was
in
the
those.
first one called? Rise of the Planet of the Apes was the first one, right?
Yeah, then it was,
that was.
Then it was War for the Planet of the Apes. Then it was Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Then War for the
Planet of the Apes.
I thought Michael Giacchino did one of those movies.
All right.
Yeah, he did Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. That was right. So I was wrong about
Dawn
Rise.
of the Planet of the Apes, I think, is the first one, right?
Maybe. Oh, so I was right. Okay, I got
Figure it out.
I got it right. It counts.
Counts, man. It counts.
Counts.
What's your number 5 pick?
We're wrapping up our
Tulsa's
picks
Donnie
here.
Dub's 5 pick.
It's called Star Wars. Ever heard of it?
The whole series.
Episode 5, The
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back. The first time the Imperial March was featured in a movie. Okay, most people don't know this. The Imperial March, Darth Vader's theme song, not in A New
Yeah,
Hope.
it's in episode 5. I saw it on Spotify.
It's not in A New Hope at all. Debuts,
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back, Cloud City theme song, Asteroid theme song, the Asteroids theme song. Great movie, great soundtrack. Obviously, this probably would be higher than Pirates of the Caribbean in terms of my all-time list. But for the sake of the draft, because I knew that it was a safe pick, I left it for the end. I would have taken Revenge of the Sith higher, but Ethan stole it.
Love to see
So
it.
we're rounding out our choices here with Empire Strikes Back.
Solid
So
list.
I had John Williams. Was my second pick? John Williams, Alan Silvestri, Howard Shore, Hans Zimmer. John Williams.
Hans Zimmer did.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
Holy. You sure?
Fact check, fact check.
Because when I think Hans
He did.
Zimmer,
He did at World's End.
Okay.
Looking up, Dead Man's Chest.
Okay.
Dead Man.
All right. So, okay, good, solid list. Honestly, I think my list is still better, obviously. But for my number 5 pick,
Hans Zimmer.
and
I'm fucking goated.
before I say this, let me give some honorable mentions.
Well, no. Save your honorable mentions for the end, because I have some as well.
Okay.
I have 4 honorable mentions.
Okay, so my number 5 pick, the Arizona Cardinals pick up Spider-Man 2002.
That was one of my honorable mentions.
Yeah. Great. I like the theme song, the whatever.
The original? The first one.
Yeah, the 2002 one.
Okay. I probably would have gone with the second one
Disagree.
because Doc Ock's theme is also class.
But you've got the main title theme, and then you've got like the sad theme where it's like.
But is that not also? That's also in the second movie.
Okay, regardless.
But
I
the
still
second
picked
movie,
first
the
one.
reason why I would pick the second one over the first one is because of Doc Ock's theme. That's the only one. That's the only thing that gives it the edge for me. But the first one is still iconic.
Yeah, I still picked the first one regardless of what you say because I don't care.
Okay.
So, Spider-Man 2002. So my list. Let's go over it again. Winning. Revenge of the Sith. Great. What's my second one? Fuck.
It was the
Oh,
Batman.
Yeah. The Batman. Great. How to Train Your Dragon.
That's a wild card pick.
That is a wild card pick, but trust me, really good. I'll show you after. Dune. Great pick. And Spider-Man 1, 2002.
So here's the thing. You have a good list, but you're telling me that that's going to compete with Jurassic Park, Endgame, Lord of the Rings, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, and Imperial March.
And Imperial March is no.
Guys,
yes,
this is a clear winner.
easily
here.
100%.
This is a clear winner here. It's me.
Clear. Go on.
So the honorable mentions I have are Harry Potter, another John
Okay.
Williams,
I never even came up.
Inception, Hans Zimmer, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, and then I had Spider-Man and Space Jam. Everybody get up!
It's down to Space Jam. It's down to Space Jam.
Have you ever seen the Space Jam Frozen remix?
Obviously, I haven't.
Uh-huh. Black skin. Uh-huh. Hey, shoot, what you gonna do?
No, that's
what
just
you
the
gonna
Space
do?
Jam
And people
song.
in out tonight, and people in out tonight. Everybody get up.
No, that's just the It's time to slay now. No, that's you're thinking of.
Going down. Welcome to the Space Jam.
No, you're thinking of just the Space Jam song.
I can't do the remix. I don't have two
Okay.
voices. You sing "Let It Go."
Boom, scotch, boom, let it go.
Yeah,
Boom,
boom,
scotch,
boom,
boom,
let it go. Boom, scotch, boom, Space Jam.
Let it go. That's pretty good. I can see why you'd put that as your number one pick. We're gonna be right back. Just before I get into thoughts, we're gonna cut it quickly, and then we'll get into some more honorable mentions in a sec. Welcome back to part 3.
Uh-huh. Hey,
This has gone on way too long, so shut the fuck up. Okay, so honorable mentions, right? Hear me out on this one. Star Wars, Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
Star Wars, Duel of the
Phantom
Fates.
Menace.
Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith.
Kick the computer one more time.
I'm not kicking the computer. I'm kicking the table. The computer's on, man. All right, so this was my number one pick. I'm all over the place, man. I haven't had my.
What was that? You want?
It's my cape.
Okay.
I'm getting my cape.
Oh,
out
The
from
Dark
under me.
Knight is also an honorable mention.
You fucking kidding me? That was on my honorable mentions, you bastard. All right, so the movie that I was in between this and Dune, Interstellar.
That's what I thought your number one pick was.
Okay, yeah, no shot. That's my number one. But it is a really
Because I
good.
feel like anyone who watches Interstellar thinks that it's the greatest movie of all time. Now, I've never seen it, so I probably sound like a douche for saying that.
It is a really good movie.
But I feel like everyone's like,
It is like one of the top movies. Matthew, have you ever seen it? Have you seen
I think Hans Zimmer did Interstellar as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. You go up to Matthew McConaughey. Have you seen Interstellar?
Have you seen it yet? No. All right.
That's what he says. No, all right. Okay, motherfucker said Dark Knight, motherfucker. And how could you not say this? You brought up the MCU. Black
YMCA?
Panther.
Yeah, but Black Panther. Wait, what's the credit song?
Oh, it's
It's when I'm not living in
No, it's
let
not
you
that.
know. Oh, it's
No, it's not that. It's
yes, it is.
Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your gum and bust. Huh?
Is that the weekend?
That's the weekday.
Canadian.
That's the weekday.
Ah, shit. American.
Sorry, dude. And that's all my honorable mentions.
I felt like Black
Dark
Panther.
Knight.
I didn't add Black Panther because
It wasn't on my list. It wasn't good enough to get on the list, but
here's the thing.
it's an honorable mention.
After I made my list, I looked up best movie soundtracks of all time. None of mine were on there, but Black Panther
Same.
was on that list. And I was like, I can't really but
then you get the.
But again, that's just a weekend song. That's not.
But that song was made for the movie Dumbass.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The
Were all of the songs made for that movie?
Yes, but the credits song I don't think was. I could be wrong.
And then you have E Bombay.
That's just a chant. It's not a song.
Oh
man.
shit.
It's kind
What? No.
of racist. No. Please say it ain't so. Honestly, also all of the Spider-Mans. If we're talking theme songs, I think the Spider-Man theme songs have been knocked out of the park for all three of like.
I don't know who did the Amazing Spider-Man soundtracks.
But that one's great.
I know that one is good.
Even the video game one is great.
Yeah.
That one's great. Like every Spider-Man theme
it's good.
has been like a great song. Even like the MCU Spider-Man is a great one.
Ding 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 ding. Spider-Man.
Got you spins.
Spins a web.
No,
Peter Parker's like,
so we should just give them all one big hug. So look out, woo, comes Spider-Man.
No, I was doing one like the Asian.
No, I know what you're doing. I was doing the busker.
And Peter's just watching. Spins a web. That's probably after he like one shots a hot dog.
After one pumps
a
shot
wiener in his
dog.
mouth. Shit, man.
Man,
Spider-Man 2 is such a good movie, bro.
Oh, it is. Yeah, Spider-Man 2. Oh, but that song wasn't made for it, so.
But I think it's on the soundtrack. But I don't think
That doesn't count, though.
Spider-Man
Spider-Man 2 is definitely the best one. It's definitely the most jokes one.
Well, I think the more memes come out of the third one.
More memes do because the second one is slept on, but when you're watching the second one,
there's
you're
a freeze frame in the second one, bro.
But you got the hot dog, dude. You got the freeze frame.
Yeah.
Or no,
but that's all that one.
The singing is in the first one.
What?
Definitely.
The Asian lady?
I think so. Is that in the same montage of the busking guy?
No, it's definitely in the second one
Okay,
because it ends with where have you gone to, Spider-Man? So it's
when
like
he's going through midlife
when
crisis.
when he's oh my back.
Oh, yeah, that's in the second one too. My back.
But the third one obviously has like the
and Bully Maguire is great.
Yeah.
All of those movies are great, man.
They're so good, man.
The best trilogy of all time. We should do top trilogies.
Okay.
We should do a
Spider-Man,
trilogies draft.
Lord of the Rings.
Star Wars, Star Wars.
Star Wars is a saga. It's a 9
No, but
episode
you get to
saga.
choose one of the three. I choose the
sequels.
I wanted the
I wanted
sequels.
them. I want them.
Okay, I choose the sequels.
Okay, you can have them.
Okay,
Planet of
I
the
choose.
Apes,
I choose the
Rise.
Clone Wars.
Rise.
I choose 3 episodes from the Clone
Dawn,
Wars.
Rise, War, 4. New movie coming out, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Actually,
Which is going to be interesting because Caesar, spoiler alert,
Caesar Milan.
Caesar Milan died in the last
Caesar
one.
Milan trains the monkeys back into shape and actually,
Back into shape.
yeah, like not physical shape, like mental shape. You idiot! You're so stupid.
He's like, "Tsk."
He's like, "Tsk." Yeah.
Monkey's like, okay.
He's like, all right. You can't call
Why are they monkeys?
Yeah, you can't call them that.
They're apes.
You can't call them
Chickens are chickens birds or animals? Birds?
that. Animals.
Animals.
Insects.
Oh my god.
You got Captain America trilogy.
boring.
Nah. You got the Dark Knight trilogy. There's a ton of trilogies out there.
There's a lot of trilogies, is what we're trying to say.
I'm trying to say that to you. So
There's
let us
only
know.
3 trilogies out there, guys.
No, we just named like 12.
Fake.
So let us know at home. I'm going to put the things back on the screen.
Did you actually do that last episode? I didn't watch it back. Did you actually do it? Wow. I mean, this is such a clear win for me. The only way that you would win is
because I don't think that.
The only way that you would win is because only your friends watch the podcast.
So encourage your friends to watch it, asshole.
What friends?
Kenzie?
Did you know they're making a Winnie the Pooh horror movie?
Yeah, like so long ago.
It's called Suck My Poo.
Suck my poo straight out of my ass. Suck the fart right out from under my ass.
It's called... Never mind.
Keep it in.
Never mind. We're retracting that.
All right, so let us know at home who won. I think the reason you think you won is because you haven't heard any of the soundtracks of what I've put. So if you actually listen, so I encourage you, everybody that's listening, listen in full every single soundtrack that we've mentioned, and let us know who won based on that. Otherwise, you're not allowed to say who it's won.
I mean,
so,
easily.
Easily.
It's just me, but no, it's easily me. But
no,
no.
It's easily Patrick, but it's fine. It's easily Patrick, but it's fine. It's easily Tulsa chicken burgers, but it's fine.
But I had an unfair disadvantage because I am way more knowledgeable on like orchestral music.
So you had an unfair disadvantage?
Yeah.
Because you're more knowledgeable?
I was at a disadvantage.
Because you're more knowledgeable.
Because I'm disabled.
Mentally?
Yes.
You're at a disadvantage because you're more knowledgeable on orchestral music, which is exactly what we built our fucking draft on.
Get it!
Get it. Come on, man. Get it.
End the podcast
already. Me or you?
Please.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's episode. This one
or listening.
Nope. I don't thank you for listening, honestly. If you're not supporting the YouTube channel...
No. Thank you for listening. If you listen on
thanks
Spotify,
you. I don't.
Okay.
And
oh my,
wow.
Okay, Ethan and I are gonna go get some.
We're gonna get some pho noodles. Some
fuck you.
That's really rude. I'm trying to end the podcast here.
End it already.
And I'm trying. So let us know in the comments section below.
Just quit flipping off the audience.
Let us know in the comment section below who won. Or message us, or like I know a bunch of you texted in. We're calling Patrick, so we really appreciate that. Let us know who won. They're texting and calling you, but to let you know that I won. And so let us know at home who won in the comment section below. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you on the next episode.
Peace.
End it.
Well, end it already.
End it. Dude.